first of all, let me tell you that the impetus that devolution has given to family planning in the provinces is commendable. I do not agree with Dr. Bharat's premise that the devolution and taking family planning down to the provincial level has adversely affected family planning. My contention is that because implementation is with the provinces, the larger population also lies with the provinces, it was but sensible to devolve family planning and population welfare department down to the provinces. Having said that, I agree with him that a federal government has to do a lot. The federal government had committed 10 billion rupees in its when the federal court had decided that population was a critical issue, and they directed the federal government to give 10 billion to the provinces for family planning and population welfare services. But unfortunately, that money didn't come through from the federal government. So I have to take the federal government to task as well. So the balance between the federal and the provincial governments is of great issue. But I would like to say that there are certain asks from the federal government, which the provincial governments are saying. And that one of the asks is, we have, there was a question on commodity availability and and let me tell you that Sindh is the only province who has a buffer stock and has ample stocks of all commodities, be it the long-acting contraceptives, like LARCs, like Jidel and Implanon, or IUCDs, and the other shorter-acting condoms and pills. So we are in ample supply. In fact, we have more than an ample supply. We have almost a million rupees just on the procurement of commodities, and we do it beforehand so that there are no stockouts. Unfortunately, what has happened is because of our relationships with India, the stocks that come from India, which is specifically the long-acting contraceptives, they're interrupted. And so I would suggest that the federal government should take on this opportunity to see that they give the directions so that the commodities are locally manufactured. Only IUCDs are being manufactured, unfortunately. That also is just a reassembling of the IUCD, and that also the IUCD that is reassembled is more expensive than the one that we can procure from abroad. We procure our IUCD from Brazil, which comes at a cheaper rate. So unfortunately, that increase the higher rate does not allow us to procure local manufactured IUCDs. So in fact, all the commodities should be manufactured in Pakistan so that we save on dollars and also we save on costs. And we are assured no stockouts. Having said that, let me tell you, also Dr. Bharat mentioned the Lady Health Workers Program. Sindh has been far advanced in the Lady Health Workers Program. In that we have now our cabinet has passed a summary regarding the Section 42 company that is going to hire the community health workers on contractual basis, which will allow us to fill in all the gaps of the Lady Health Workers Program, allowing us to look at the underserviced area. And obviously, we have rejuvenated the Lady Health Workers Program, redirecting them towards the family planning. Though obviously they have a lot to do they have a lot on their plate. They have health services to be that they deliver at the doorstep for women and children, and also because they are part of the polio teams and etc. So it also becomes very cumbersome for them, and we need to increase this workforce. Unfortunately, because they were regular employees, our financials didn't allow us to increase the workforce, and I think that Punjab also faced the same situation. And so we have now decided to go through a Section 42 company, have a third party hiring of of community health workers which have the same, which will perform on the same basis as a lady health worker, so having the same curriculum, etc. So the progress that we have made in Sindh, let me go back to that, because obviously having said that, devolution and taking the population welfare department down to the provinces has not worked. Let me tell you the first thing that we have done is we have centered family planning on a rights agenda. It's a human rights agenda, and we have done a legislation on this. It's the Reproductive Health Rights Bill, which assures that the woman has the right to contraceptives, and she has a right to deciding on how many children she is supposed to have. So it's a planned parenthood with consensual decision between both spouses, with marriage counseling involved in it also, so that we are very much ahead in this point. Obviously, everyone spoke about it being a rights issue. I agree totally. It's a rights issue. We have also done digitalization of our clients, and our service points have now digitalized services. We have also, I spoke about contraceptive stocks, which are being, we don't have the stockouts, but we are focusing on long-acting contraception. About 50% of the 990 million that we spend on procurement of contraceptives is being spent on the long-acting contraceptives, which is I think the most better way to go about it, because we use long-acting contraceptives for post-pregnancy family planning, and we're concentrating on that. We have counseling, 24/7 counseling in our tertiary hospitals. We also have with PPHI, our partner in the primary sector. We also have family planning counselors over there as well. So we are now taking it down to being an agenda that results from a good counseling session with the woman through antenatal period, through her labor, through her postnatal period. So she is ready to take up post-pregnancy family planning as her right, and she has the knowledge to go with it, to accept it. At the same time, we have also gone into a big way in the private-public partnership mode with our 230 centers, which have been, not 230, but 453 private parties being on our list, who not only get the contraceptives free of cost from us, but also share their utilization reports with us. We have 230 centers we've rebranded for family planning to make them more visible. We have also done a kind of male engagement program with male vasectomies being done, obviously non-scalpel vasectomies being done. About more than 6,000 vasectomies have been done in this way. We are also focusing on underserviced community, our coastal communities, our desert areas, and communities which have a marginalized population. And we are also recruiting male mobilizers, male social workers to interact with the male members of the family, so that they have a buy-in on not only on vasectomies, but also on family planning for their women. And we also have youth engagement program, where we do seminars with colleges and universities. We have also done contraception access. We are wanting to put it in our universal health coverage. Dr. Bharat mentioned that also. Also, I would like to say that all these focusing the reforms that have gone into family planning policy, population welfare policy is underway, and we are working on it, on the dimensions of it. We need to see that we are engaging communities. We have an unmet need of 17.7%, which I agree is a very high number. But at the same time, the good thing is our CPR rates have gone up. So our CPR in Sindh is, according to PDHS, was 33%, 47% by PDHS data, but by our partnership with Johns Hopkins University, it's about 42%. So between 42 and 47% is our CPR rate. Our fertility rate is 2.8%, population growth rate 1.4%, though because of large number of immigrant population coming into Sindh, we do have a crisis on our hands because we have a shortage of resources to handle all these new entrants into Sindh, and this causes a disbalance between different sectors of our population. Also, let me tell you, I agree that, and I think Dr. Maliha Lodhi spoke on that issue. I do think that it's a cross-cutting problem, and the cross-cutting problem is not only that there's female literacy rate is low. We also have issues with gender norms. There's a disbalance of gender norms, so that a male member of the family is the one who has to make decisions on family planning or whether his wife will go for contraception or not. I think that gender norm has to be changed through a dialogue with society, and a social reform has to take place. Poverty is a big crisis for us, and our uneducated youth and the youth bulge that is there, who are unemployed, is a crisis for us. But we have to keep hammering on the fact that we still have a lot to do. Yes, we have a lot to do for population welfare, but at the same time, it's not dark and bleak at the end of the tunnel. The light is there. We have to move forward with greater resolve, with greater determination, and the ability to reach our goals, which we have chalked up in FP 2030. We have to achieve those goals. Thank you very much.